What's up, Chewy? Chewbacca.
Somebody had a gig. I love that you were like driving to the airport and just said, keep going.
Yeah. I tried to drive to the airport and we couldn't. They bumped the flight back an hour. Then we waited and they bumped it another hour. Then they bumped it 6 hours.
Then it was what they call a no-brainer. I didn't know it was going to be 6 hours at the airport.
Yeah, it was going to be like, we were on the way. So we were just like, and then we didn't know what to do. So I said, let's just drive. It was a fun casino gig up at Table Mountain, but it was actually great up there. But then I'm like, what are we, 4.5 hours? Yuck. So we, roughed it to Spade, man. Toughest motherfucker out there.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how you can ride back of those giant SUVs and just take the punishment.
Yeah. I took it. Bobby and Catherine and like 3 kids just fighting and deciding when to stop and do everything.
Catherine opens as well, or what
yeah,
is that
Catherine Blandford, she does some time. Bobby Miyamoto does some time. And then I do some time.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's like waiting for Beyonce.
Exactly. Oops, hold on. 2 seconds. Take this part out. We're back.
I don't know why we have to take that out.
No, it's so grody. But I will say that was we drove by Magic Mountain. As I've always said, I've been there 3 times. Definitely more mountain than magic. I'll stand
that's
by
a pretty good joke.
That's not bad, is it?
I went there once. They put me in a room. I was with my sister-in-law. She was like 10. They put you in this round room and they start spinning you around and then the floor drops out.
Oh, that's the roundup.
So I was vomitous. I was nauseous for hours after that.
Oh, these rides, it's like a car crash. They're like you drive 80 miles an hour into a pole. And then you're like,
and then some guy beats the shit out of you.
Well, then you get up
Magic Mountain.
Everyone throws up. And I'm like, people are calling lawyers. I'm like, is this a ride?
Am I supposed to be having fun for $299?
Yeah. And then you get a guy and they say it's like $400 like at Disneyland if you want a guide to basically do literally nothing. And so I said, yeah, for sure. I wish they would just fan me because it was 107 when I went last time. Hottest day of the year. So I get this guide and they go, it's $400 per person. Get fucked. Are you joking? I'm like this.
Jeez. You just pulled out cash. Nice sound effect. I went spontaneously to Disneyland with Paula about 6 months ago. Let's go now. Saturday, 11 a.m. No, let's just drive there. Fuck it. Let's just go. So they go, well, Disneyland is full. We're not taking anyone else. It was sold out.
Weird.
But if you buy a ticket to California Adventure, we'll let you buy a ticket to Disneyland. So that was $2,700.
Whoa, scamboree. Why? Because they're like right next to each other.
They're right next to each other. Scamborino. No, but it was definitely like $800. And I said, fuck it. We're not going to be in Disneyland again. So, and then we just had people all around us. We could barely move for like 6 hours.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, people saying hi to you?
No, just human beings. I've got the baseball cap. Nobody recognized me. Like, look at this. I have the sunglasses. Like, who's this? What's up?
Just this.
Just Who's that. This? That's all they see. You, it's like a mob. They should have a ride after you. Welcome to David Spade's Circus Carnival's roller coaster.
Dude, last night at the casino, they have all these like police SWAT people. They come into your room and get you and bring you to the kitchen. We go to this great little restaurant. And then they take me back. And then they take you out. And I have to go like 100 feet of casino to get to the back elevator. And it's all people from the shows. You walk smack down. They're like, ooh.
I know. Hey, are you? I know. They when I checked in, they said we can give you coupons. Last time I played a big casino up in Northern California, and then they basically I didn't get them, and they were chasing me down throughout the whole weekend. I just be in the casino. Hey, we got the coupons. You can get a quarter off, half off.
Yeah. I go into that 6% off breakfast buffet and eat with everybody.
I'm
oh
going
yeah.
to just
Also,
say it. You're a man of the people. Go ahead.
a couple of things before we get started that
Yeah, before we start our
I know that
seventh season.
you're gonna like this thing about Luca coming to the Lakers.
I'm a little perplexed. I'm a little wondering what is going on. I didn't see that coming. What's
Like
your
why
hot
on
take?
mine is why on God's green earth are they giving Luca away for Anthony Davis? I
Yeah.
mean, unless they know something about Luca, we don't. Luca's so great, and I'm always mad because the Phoenix Suns could have had him with their first round pick a couple years ago, and they took Ayton, and Ayton was not a bust, but he was
Mhm.
okay, and Luca was like unreal.
When you're rooting
So
for the team that has Luke against the Dallas Mavericks, just because your team, the
Mhm.
Warriors, are playing them,
Mhm.
he breaks your heart because it's
Yeah.
just too much power, too many weapons with too little effort. So either he's got a stress fracture. Anthony Davis healthy, but it's 31 versus 25 as far as age, so it's perplexing.
And he's, a lot of these players, I hate to say,
We'll say
what
it.
my opinions are. People say, don't talk about sports, you guys, and don't talk about politics. I'm like, well, what's left?
Well, all we can do to talk is Baldini versus Lively.
Yeah, that's what they
This
want to hear.
court is in session.
But like even Shaq said, which I didn't agree with Shaq, Jimmy Butler has a deal with the Heat. He doesn't want to play
Right.
anymore. So these guys
Mhm.
lay down. They go, trade me. I'm not playing anymore. I'm just going to say I'm sick or whatever. And they're like, but you're making $50 million to play a year to play your best. Nah. They run the show. NBA, they really run the show.
We mean the players or the
Yeah,
actual
the
NBA?
players do. And I don't think I just think do your deal. And then when it's over, yeah, go do whatever you want. Get whatever you can. But to sort of take a dive, I don't know. And a lot of them are sitting out. And where's Zion? Does he play a lot? I just don't know. I don't know enough. I
Well,
just know enough to make
Zion
people mad.
is a human freak for people who don't know.
Yeah.
What is he? 6'7", 6'8", 270, and can touch the top of the backboard. Like he can take almost 300 pounds, and he's not that tall, and touch the top. I mean, his vertical is insane, his skills, but tends to that big body going up and down. He gets a lot of injuries. The one thing I would like to do is talk to Jimmy Butler, because on the surface it seems like, what, you're getting 50 million is kind of disrespectful. It's Pat Riley, it's the Heat, the organization, but I'd like to know his point of view because it does seem,
Okay. What about Zelensky? What did he do today? Because we're taping this before Friday. So all these stories are old.
Zelensky, he's trending now again.
Yeah, he's pretending because he says, well, Greg could probably find it, but he says he got money from us, but he only got, I think, 58% of what we promised. So he doesn't know where the other 100 billion is.
Oh no.
Another missing billions. I don't know. Billions are too much to keep an eye on. That's my humble opinion. Used to be millions, hard enough. A billion here. Who knows if it's going the right?
I think and this was under the radar, but Biden sent Gavin Newsom with a big fat check and make sure it gets in Zelensky's hands. Does not know where the 100 billion is. This is California level of incompetence.
Fucking up. Yeah. I mean, look at this. So California was famous because they lost 20 million in homeless money. They didn't lose. They just don't know where
they
it
don't
went.
know where it went. And it was to solve homeless, and we got more homeless, and we don't know where the 20 billion is. I'm not making that up.
It makes you not want to pay taxes because you go, just fix a road, do something I see. Don't just make everything worse, more money, and everything gets worse. So this is, I don't know how the Ukraine sitch worked, but it was shoveling out so much. I don't know unless he has, maybe Zelensky has 2 accounts and he forgot and put it in the other one. I don't know. That happens to me. Maybe they sent it by Zelle, or maybe they sent it. What's the one that people always ask? Oh, Venmo.
I don't know. Where's the money? Where does it go? It's like Doge is working on it,
Yeah.
Doc Mega.
Zelensky, he goes like this. Hey, Biden, where's that other missing 100 billion? Do you have Venmo? And he's like, yeah. Bzz, bzz. And then he gets it. He goes, okay, I got it. He goes, oh, also when we had dinner the other day, because sometimes people do that. You go, oh, we had dinner and you had a steak and lobster, so you owe me money from dinner. So bzz, bzz. They send you money. You know what I mean? Oh, I ate one of your pickles. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Yeah, Venmo's cool. We should get them as a sponsor.
I owe you a nickel. Bzz.
Does it make the sound, or does the person make the sound?
I mean, it has to make something. It's funnier if it makes a noise because they send back and forth. The problem with those things is, I think Heather will attest this. If you don't fix the setting, it says what you spent it on, right? And who you're paying. You can be private, but if you're not, it's like you bought whatever, right? It's who wants that?
I do.
$20 for drugs you bought off me, right?
But you can see anybody in your contacts.
We can see anybody in your contacts.
Schmo played this.
Yeah, we'd see Dennis Miller, we'd see Kevin Nealon, what he's getting, what pickles he's buying.
Oh, there's no privacy to it. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Well, young people
worked up.
don't use cash, David. A newsflash. I know you've always got a wad of cash with you.
Yep.
But young people, they'll just do Venmo or whatever, Square or whatever payment they can. Square.
Abacus.
Okay,
All right,
that was our Zelensky story.
Yeah, I'm not even going to tell you about the ants that invaded my house because you couldn't even get your head around it, how complicated it is.
We've had invasions here.
Ants seem cool. They seem cool. They're pretty much what I've learned is they're just always there. They decide when they're going to terrorize you because they do like water. Did you know that? They like water.
Well, guess what? What you do is you get a cotton ball and you put something in it. And then you put it around and some poison in the cotton ball. Okay. So the soldier ants, they're all about the queen. They're all about the queen.
Everything.
Yep. So the soldier ants eat the cotton candy, and then they go back and they give it. They go, here, queen. The queen eats the cotton candy poison.
Oh,
she dies. The whole colony is destroyed. So I don't know if you're there with a big thing, a raid like Woody Allen and Annie Hall.
No, this isn't rookie amateur hour. Heather has some organic stuff she sprays down, but I'd say when I went to bed, there's like 30, but I didn't deal with it. I go 30, I'll wake up, maybe they'll dissipate. Woke up 5,000, but they're on the wall too. So what I figured out, is there these thick streams? It was behind the coffee machine. They weren't behind it, Dana. There's this much water in the coffee machine. So one of those scouter ants goes back and says, guys, I think I found a lot of water, and not just water. No, it's just water, but that's good. It's water. That's all we want. And I think we should bring everybody, literally everybody, and check it out. And all the ants go. And then the one ant, the little scout ant's there with his dad going, I did good, Dad, didn't I? And he's like, you did. You found us all water. And then they get there, and the next day they're all floating in the water because they croaked. There's too much water.
And, some of the, the soldier ants aren't the brightest ants. The dumb ants are in the front line, and they're like, I'm telling you, swear to God, there was a cup of hot coffee over here 20 minutes ago. That's and the really also, dumb ants have a Brooklyn accent.
They're like this. Why? What are we doing?
Hey, what do you want from me? I told you there was water here. What do you think I am, a magician or some shit like that? I'm a fucking ant. I only got 8 seconds to live. Give a brother a break.
They only live 22 seconds. So they get in there, and there's also a little caffeine in the coffee. So they're like, it's not like they're busy bees enough, but they're everywhere, all over my house. They don't even know why they're walking. They're just like gacked out on caffeine.
Yeah. I'm still talking like this is an ant. Didn't Woody Allen star in a movie? I'm bringing him up again.
Ants,
cartoon. Yeah. No one saw it. They're like, good night.
And the worker ants are like, agua fria.
And the ants from Mexico are like, ¿Dónde queremos decirle? Water.
All right, let's get to that's not important, even though it sort of was. Let's get to the stories.
I wish you the best.
Thank you. And now a word from our sponsors at Betterment. When investing your money starts to feel like a second job, Betterment steps in with a little work-life balance. They're an automated investing and savings app, which means they do the work. While they build and manage your portfolio, you build and manage your weekend plans. While they make it easy to invest for what matters, you get to enjoy what matters.
Their automated tools simplify the complex and put your money to work, optimizing day after day and again and again. So go ahead, take your time to rest and recharge, because while your money doesn't need a work-life balance, you do. Make your money hustle with Betterment. Get started at betterment.com.
That's BETTERMENT.com. Investing involves risk, performance not guaranteed.
Yes, that was pretty cool.
My
All right,
dad
what do
would
we
have
got?
said to me, Davey, you drove 4 hours. You going to make it? Are you okay? Rough life in an Escalade. You okay? I go, "No." He never would give it to me that something was hard. Hey, lay down.
Aw,
Mother.
I
prick,
thought
yeah.
it was Tom Segura who said that to you. All right, go ahead.
No, that's my
All
daddy.
right.
Here's something I've thought about
Yeah.
getting you for your
Mhm.
birthday.
Awesome. Coming
It's
up.
an omnidirectional ball bike.
Okay, it's balls that you ride.
Inventor James Bruton has
Hey,
created
James.
an innovative omnidirectional ball-wheeled bike that appears to
What
glide
you'll need it for?
effortlessly in
No
all
one
directions.
knows.
He built the bike using rigid hollow walking globes, which circus performers typically use
Yeah,
for their
2
acts.
yoga balls.
Keep
The
it in
bike
the
has
circus.
5-0-drive brushless motor
Brushless.
driving the wheels, ensuring
I
the
can
bike
go this
stays
way,
stable
and I
when
can go this way.
balancing
Hit a wall.
sideways, much like a hoverboard.
Yeah, it's not.
After extensive trial
Whoa,
and
whoa, whoa.
error, Bruton developed a
Well, now
vehicle
I'm saying
capable
I
of
like
supporting his weight.
You like it or
and
you don't like it?
self-balancing
I like it.
during sideways
You could use it
movement.
out of the farm.
The creation has drawn
Those
praise for
wheels
its
would pop.
ingenuity, with one commenter highlighting its simplicity.
This
and
video hasn't gone
creativity
praise for how
compared
long
to
it is.
traditional industry
All right, we
I
gotta
think
feel
he got
for
it
it.
in 10 seconds. He's got balls instead of wheels. He can go left, right, up, down. He's like an ice skater.
He's
Yeah.
like this meep.
Now give me $1 million.
Mop.
Yeah.
Merp.
Boring. That's my review.
Boring.
Boring. It's
You
like
could go out to the chicken sideways. Caw-caw. Ow. Coyote.
okay.
Ooh,
Give me,
owl.
give me owl. Okay. How about a bird?
Oh. Ah.
This is
It's not a
season 2
pterodactyl.
is coming out. Believe it or not, this content is not going away.
Believe it or not, this is not written. We just make this up. That's how good it is. Okay, so we got the squirrely bike. What's
All
next?
right.
That was funny. That was fun to watch.
That was
fun.
That was cool. That was
Okay,
cool.
what did she say? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Got my braces off. Oh, I'll tell me if you can tell what's different.
Okay.
She got her braces
Got her
off.
braces off.
Now she can do this.
He's escaping! The killer is escaping!
Can you
Help
watch her
me!
tooth? Watches her front tooth.
He's escaping! The killer is escaping!
So that's just a.
Can you see it?
I saw it. So the
There you go.
the teeth were just sort of separating.
Yeah,
kind of,
they're to the talking. It's a good trick.
but wasn't it just done in optical effects? She
Oh, I don't think
she
so.
can move her teeth. She has a gap and she can close it and open it because of the braces.
I thought she was doing it with her tongue with her teeth are loose now or something.
Oh, and it was an optical illusion.
I don't know. That's a good,
It frightened
let's
and
go to the
confused me.
phones.
Other
It
than that,
frightens and confuses me.
I
I hope unfrozen. Oh, I can't do
unfrozen
it. Yeah.
caveman law.
I was thinking at the 50th. That's such a good sketch, but we can't do it obviously. But I hope it's up there when they vote for sketches someday and say what's a good one. That's a great one.
I see it a lot. Maybe
Key
our
Rock.
next Superfly. Let's do our top 10 favorite sketches all
Oh
time.
yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Let's do it.
Right, but nothing that we could be in
Right.
because that
Oh,
wouldn't be fair.
Cancels out 9 of mine, but okay.
So, but by ain't gonna make it.
Wait a second. I was only
Gap
barely in that.
girls ain't gonna
No,
make
I
it.
only had a couple lines.
That would be both of my top 10, but not with the thing we're doing. We are taking our conflict of interest.
Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay, one more. Not one more. Let's see what's next.
All right, 50 more. All right.
Okay, 1,000
Chinese residents have started covering their houses with blue fabrics.
Oh, I saw a
Alright.
blue roof today driving home on my 4.5 hour drive. This is because they think that a direct energy weapon will not burn blue.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead. Heather has a question.
Heather has a question.
Anything blue?
That's a good question. I thought it was paint, but paint's so thin. What can you use, Dana, that if it's going to stop? Just the color blue?
Well, it's fabric, right? Blue fabric. Fabric.
Oh, maybe
is-
they think a satellite or a weapon would think it's water. That's what they're saying in the comments. A lake or an ocean, so they don't burn that because that wouldn't help.
These are just theories, right?
Mhm.
It kind of feels good, but
I mean, this blue stuff, I think it's based on Maui fires, and then there was anything with a blue roof or blue umbrella or blue garbage can did not burn. So there's some method to that madness of what's going on.
it's
is anything
maybe
going?
it's fire resistant fabric. There you go. It just happens. to be
Retardant?
blue.
What did you say?
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say resistance.
You're not going to say retardant. You're not going to say that.
No, that's an inappropriate word. Retardant is too close for my comfort.
Okay, we won't say.
Too close. Nice try. All right,
We
here we
haven't
go.
seen it yet.
All right, they're laying down blue fabric.
I don't know this part.
Well,
Well,
just
it's moving
one
too
house.
quick.
They're-
It's moving too quickly for me. I can't read Arabic. Oh, see, they don't burn. That's the laser. They don't
That's
burn.
it. Yeah.
That was all we really needed to see, and we
Yeah.
saw too fast.
When they
Right.
throw a Google search in there, bully. Credible.
And there's just some
Wait,
confused.
let me
guy.
just break down this Arabic. That I don't know what that means at all.
Mhm.
It's moving too quickly. Just show another blue roof. God damn.
Well, how many blue roofs are
All
there?
right, jump out. This he gets too much time with us.
I don't know what the song was, and he's pointing his finger at us, like scolding us.
I was more into like, how good is that guy's hair? I forgot about the roof for a minute.
Jeez, you do have hair jealousy, don't you?
My grandma has blue hair. Maybe hers won't burn. I don't know. We'll try.
Yeah.
We'll bring her on.
6. Okay, everyone wants a turquoise turf on top of their house.
Yeah.
All right, some kind of
I guess
voodoo
Boise State is safe.
magic. Tar Heels would be a kind of an aqua blue, I
North
think.
Carolina might
Mhm.
get some singeing. That's about it. Light blue. I don't know if it counts.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. What are you gonna do today? Gonna put that blue fabric on top of the roof again? Okay. All right.
I'll throw a blue sweater up there just see if it helps at all. Anything.
Okay, very quickly. I've known you 40 years. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Damn, that's not exciting.
No. You should know me long enough to know I'm not exciting. This is blue.
Mm-hmm.
50 grand. Wait, what'd you ask me? Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter how much it costs. All my
It's
stuff are
black.
these quarter zips. Is that what they're called? No, this is dark.
It's navy. Yeah.
Oh, it's navy. Yeah.
You got it.
It's actually got a pattern if you
Don't
pay
be
attention.
jealous of my jean jacket that I got from the New York Magazine shoot for free.
You fucking
Walk
stole it. I love
away.
it. I love when you
Walk
steal
away.
shit from photo shoots. It's the greatest. I'm like, what are you going to
$98.
do with this? What are you going to do with it? It only fits me.
Mm-hmm. You just walk away, man. Like our friend John Corbett, he just goes when he finishes a TV show, he just goes in and swoops up like hundreds.
All his wardrobe.
Everything,
Oh my
and just
God.
walks out, doesn't say anything, doesn't talk to anyone, and then he puts them in a local kind of storage place. Hundreds and hundreds of t-shirts, underwear, socks.
And then
Remember
you
that?
drive off in your whatever Rolls Royce, and then they're like, ring, ring, ring. And you're like, tra la la. And you're like, hello. And it's like, Dana Lord, I'm disappointed. What? About what? I just did the shoot. Isn't that great? We're missing a jean
We
jacket.
heard about the jean jacket. You know, a
Yeah,
budget's
sad.
a budget, and it's that thing of like, you know, it's over budget. You were a shoplifter. We've talked about that. I mean, you're a kleptomaniac. You know,
Christopher
aren't you?
Walken whispered to me that maybe you accidentally walked away with it.
And then to make things worse, Christopher Walken walked away with a cowbell. And it's that thing of like, you do the sketch and then you're Mr. Cowbell the rest of your life and you couldn't resist stealing
Right.
it.
And then Christopher Walken was walking with Macaulay Culkin. I don't know what that has to do with it, but it sounded
Christopher Robin walked with Pooh Bear. Christopher
Lauren, you're losing your mind. I'm going over the hill. I got to jump off. Wait,
What's better?
Tigger. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What
Yeah.
is more emotional or better for you? Charlie Brown and all Lucy and all Snoopy and all those people, or Christopher Robin with Tigger and Pooh Bear and that gang?
And Eeyore. I know a lot of Eeyores. Eeyore was the original Debbie Downer, I have to say. But I will say, Christopher Robin, I claim to be smart. I never understood. Were these stuffed animals that he was fake friends with until he went to school? Those are his friends?
I don't know if they ever really mentioned his mental state.
Let's go to the phones. Because I heard that when he went to school, that's when it all ended because they weren't real anymore. They were just stuffed animals.
Oh, the final book.
He found friends at school, real people. I'm like, oh, that's brutal.
God, did you also watch Popeye as a kid and go, is Popeye real or is Popeye an animated character?
And is Olive Oil hot or am I not seeing it?
Olive Oil anorexic or just
is she on
Ozempic?
Ozempic? Yeah.
Yeah. And well,
is she on is she fucking Ozzy Osbourne on Ozempic or what's going on?
They're called GLPs now. Ozempic.
They are?
I think so. It's a class of, what? I'm not on it.
My mom. Well, what about, okay, let's get back to your question. And then I have one for you.
They were stuffed animals.
They were stuffed animals. This just in. It's all weird. I know I like most of it wrong.
Pooh Bear.
Pooh was a stud. I
like Al's the smart one. I thought. And Charlie Brown, I'll tell you one thing about that.
I did like Charlie Brown.
I did love it. But when I hear that theme as an adult, it kind of gives me a little bit of melancholy creeps. There's something about
that song, what Schroeder sings?
Yeah, the theme to Charlie Brown. It gives me a little melancholy.
Is that it?
Yeah. It's
YouTube
very
shuts us
cool
down.
Piece of jazz.
Well, I liked Pigpen. I thought he was funny.
Yeah, that's true.
And I have a question. This is a legit question. Did Peppermint Patty like pussy?
Who?
What's that?
Did Peppermint Patty?
Yeah, did she like pussy?
What was Peppermint Patty from? A cartoon?
Charlie Brown.
Oh, Charlie Brown. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Kind of stringy hair, but very, very cute, but kind of a tomboy.
Well,
right?
Sexualizing that cartoon, I have a little metric counter. We just lost 1,900 listeners.
Oh, no, we did not, did we?
No, we didn't. That's fine.
No, I'm just saying Peppermint Patty was cute. And I think my mom said, don't waste your time. There she is. She's super cute. And who? Give me, you don't even know Charlie Brown, so you can't vote. I know Linus.
Okay.
Snoopy. Snoopy was a spinoff. And a spinoff of Snoopy was Woodstock.
And did Snoopy fly in World War I biplanes?
I think he was imagining that.
No,
the Red Baron?
Was a pilot. Yeah.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Heather's got some breaking news. Yeah.
Peppermint Patty generally displays characteristics of a tomboy, but she is attracted to Charlie Brown based on her reaction.
Oh, right. She looks like a tomboy type, but she's attracted to Charlie Brown. They aren't going to get into all that back then, of course. She's fluid, yeah. Lucy seems more lesbianish to me. Just, even though, because, no, I kind of had a crush on all of them. I was so horny. I couldn't, anybody.
Well, then you must have been really hot for Flintstones.
Lucy is hotter.
The wife on Flintstones. What was it?
Oh, are you joking? No, I would take the daughter, but I would take Jane. What was the?
Yeah.
What
you would take Bam Bam.
What was the dog's name on the Brady Bunch?
The dog's name on the Brady Bunch was Bunchy.
Jan.
Oh.
Anyway, we're gonna
Bunchy was a good
Tiger.
It's Tiger, but everyone says Jan. That's a trick
Mhm.
joke. Okay, I got a question for you, Dana.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
That's
Don't-
you.
yeah, I know. I know.
Okay. What did you enjoy more enjoyment from? Brady Bunch or Partridge Family? Go.
Partridge Family.
Wow. No matter what you say. Wow.
Wow.
Brady Bunch episode?
Even with what?
The Brady's go to Hawaii.
Oh, even when the Brady's went to Hawaii and they got the voodoo doll or whatever. That's what it was.
I was
Spide.
not. It was not must-see TV for me. I liked Mission Impossible. We're talking about the 70s. I liked Wild Wild West.
Oh, I like the way the frames squared when they went to commercial.
dun.
I like that.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, I
dun,
think
dun,
I
dun.
love the Brady Bunch, and I liked God, Partridge Family. I loved. I like the songs.
Yeah, Bonaducci was brilliant. David Cassidy, yeah, I like the songs. The Bus.
Hot.
The Bus, he was hot. Yeah.
What was
And
the matriarch? What was that actress's name?
Ruben, Shirley Jones.
Shirley Jones. I sat next to her on a plane once, and we never acknowledged each other. And we
Dumb
were
story.
elbow to elbow. Isn't that a cool story? We should
No,
edit
talk
this.
to
So
it.
that's our
No, I
lead.
like that's our teaser.
That's our teaser. I just wanted to say hi. I'm on TV sometimes too, but yeah, she was buried.
You're
in a
allowed
book.
to just say celebrity. You're allowed to just go, hey.
Mm.
It's called courtesy, celebrity courtesy, or something. You can just say hi to anyone, but you can't take their whole day. You just got to say,
Yeah.
you go like this. I like your stuff. Here's me at the SNL 50th. I like your stuff. I like your stuff. Good stuff. I like your work. And then I wait for it back, and it's crickets. I go,
Is there going to be anyone at the 50th that you have not met? That's the question.
oh wow.
You
You know
know?
some of the hosts, I'm sure.
You know Bradley Cooper. You know,
Not really.
he was at the 40th, and I said, "What's up,
You did a
Coop?"
sketch with them.
I did what?
You did a sketch with them at the 40th.
Oh, I did a sketch with them at the 40th. I saw
Yeah,
Taylor. That's where I met Taylor Swift was at the 40th. I don't know. She'll probably be there. I don't think I'll try to hog her time. I do. I hope Miley sings. I love Miley. And I don't know who's going to sing or do what. I'm just kind of looking forward to seeing surprising people like, oh, you're here. There's that person.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna see what happens.
Yep, we sure
Mhm.
will.
Nobody
Okay,
knows.
what's the next story?
Mhm.
We're burning time. We're killing it.
I know. That's amazing. Seems like we've been on like 5 seconds. Take a
Okay,
look at
let's
this
see.
video. That's a good byline.
Take
Okay.
a,
There's a guide looking at it.
Take a look at this video.
oh.
At first glance, it looks like a group of friends playing football.
Why do I care
But
about
if you look
this?
closely, no one really seems to want to win the game.
Oh, it's the
With
NBA.
32 seconds left on the clock, this team scores the winning goal, but no one celebrates. What is going on
What's
here?
going on here?
The same pattern
My
happens
question.
in other sports like basketball, ping pong, cricket, hockey, and pretty much every sport you can imagine. These are betting farms run by one of the
Ooh.
biggest casinos in the world, 1xBet. And these people are actually working. You can even see the same players playing for multiple teams
Madhya
on the
is
same
on
day.
different teams.
There are also many unconventional sports like sub-soccer and whatever
sub
else is.
soccer.
the investigative outlet Bellingcat traced these
Interesting
videos all over
idea.
Russia and Belarus.
Belarus.
Thousands of people are being recruited every
That's
day. to
sketchy,
watch.
Bella,
Harry.
nobody.
Take a look at this player with the tattoo on his arm. He's playing for hours.
Oh, they're
on the
playing
same day,
under
just in
soccer,
different
whatever it's
outfits.
called.
And you can
These
bet
companies
on
make
any
them
of
work
these
for
goofy
hours.
games.
So basically,
former
they have
workers
these
say that
fake
these games are
sports, and then you just
Which
bet on
explains
them
why
bet
we're
on
seeing
online.
so many
fake sports
unmotivated
with
players.
not
out
Oh,
there.
athletic
okay.
people.
That's
Yeah.
a good biz. They get the stupidest sports they make up.
Take a look at this video.
Nope, not again.
And not anymore. I guess it's legit, right? I mean, and then you're just betting two losers can kick a ball around better than the other.
well, I mean,
I don't know.
oh, the Super Bowl will be on after this, right? So I'm going to say, is the Super Bowl fixed? It's a great question, Dana. I can't say it is, but I know they have a little caveat. They have an out by saying the NFL is an entertainment program. So it's not just it's not just sports. So there's something where they can get away with tweaking it and they can't get in trouble. Did you know this?
Well, our friend Gronk, who was on our podcast, just thinks that the refs are dazzled by the Kansas City Chiefs, Taylor, and the whole thing, and just push comes to shove, and these micro calls like, was the ball there or there,
Where
and
the
they do the
spot
replay
is.
50 times in a row. And AI could tell us better, but it seems like Kansas City does get some good calls. They're also
They could do spots with lasers. They could make it so much easier than just picture two doofuses, no offense, on the side with chains
Mhm.
going, I think it's about here. And then you're like, the whole game decides on there. They walk up 10 yards, dish, dish, dish.
Yeah.
And they're like, this feels, I was eyeballing it. They could do it so perfectly and exactly
Well,
if they
they
wanted.
could make it, because they could put a chip in the football or something. Because it's like,
There you go.
over and over again. Did it touch the white line or not?
Right.
Back and forth, back and forth. Super Bowl losers, no one will ever
Yep.
heard of you. Super Bowl. So yeah, it's a frustrating sport to watch. I'll say, because when your team does a good play, whatever your team is, and then you wait up, flag, fuck it.
Yeah.
Usually it's a holding on the offense.
With the Chiefs.
team.
Yeah. And when you say every play, there's technically holding. Those linemen grab each other. You could probably call one whenever you felt like it.
Yes, and why now? And pass interference. Sometimes
Why now?
the guy, they're dancing in the end zone. They're just the guy is draped and grabbing before the ball gets there, and they don't call it. And the next play they do. So it's a frustrating
when the guy's
game.
nowhere near. Yeah, I agree. I think Super
call
Bowl.
bullshit.
I think it's too perfect that. I mean, the NFL does do better if Taylor's there. Obviously, does do better if the Chiefs, but I don't think he would propose. That would be too there's nowhere to go in life after that.
Well, they're going for
it's too high of a point, and then everything's downhill. Save that.
Yeah, it's a superstar team. They're going for the three-peat,
right?
Which is unparalleled in professional sports. It's an amazing achievement. It is a compelling game because the Eagles have the best running back, maybe of all time right now. Barkley. So it's an interesting thing. But if you're watching the Chiefs play, they seem to find a way. It's amazing how many games they won by like a field goal last second this season. Unbelievable. So they find a way to win.
They find a way to win. I'm going to put a couple of bucks on it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, really? With Venmo? You're going to Venmo?
Bzz, bzz. I do the ones where you pick a fantasy team online, like on DraftKings, and then you only pick 6 players and you have a budget. So it's very tricky. But guess what? I do pretty good.
Live, you only live once, twice max. So definitely just keep,
Oh, we should have gotten this story about this kid that says he's reincarnated and he went back to his house like in Finland and told everything where everything was. And he was like 4. He's like, that's where you go in.
It's kind of cool.
Save it for next week. That's a little teaser.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
No idea. What is this guy? Oh, it's a ball. You try to roll
ball in a skate park. So this okay.
Heather, did you watch that?
So
what's the point?
He's throwing a ball in a skate park in a bowl, a cement bowl, and it loops around and hits a guy in the crotch who's sitting there waiting for it.
Picks up steam, and he's in the exact. Is it a bowling ball, dude? Dana, I don't know if I've told you this about my nuts, but I don't tell everyone. They do not take well to a bowling ball ramming into them at 30 miles an hour.
Well, we heard about the dog.
The dog smashed
on the movie Busboys coming to a theater.
Coming to something someday.
Someday. It's a $3,800 budget, and
another
it's
beating.
The whole family.
We got another beating coming up this week. Oh, someone's flight is late. They're not going to make it on time for their shoot tomorrow.
Good Lord.
Being a powerful movie producer is tough.
Oh, you're a taskmaster. You must just.
Oh my God!
Crackhead.
It's not even like a real movie. That the catering is literally 5 Triscuits and a Slim Jim. It's just everybody fights.
Jeez, that could be a Snoop Dogg song. 5 Triscuits and a Slim Jim. I said 5 Triscuits and a Slim Jim. Snoop Dogg. Drop it like it's hot.
Half empty Capri Sun. Is that how you say it? Capri Sun? Heather's zoning out. Is it Capri Sun or Capri Sun? Capri? Well, don't act like I'm so stupid. I'm not 4. Why would I ever drink one? How?
I've seen them. I've never gotten near one.
Dana doesn't know anything. Look at him. He's like, oh,
I don't know nothing about no
Oh.
Capri. That's above
Ooh.
my pay grade.
a drink in a bag? Well, I'll be
I'll
darned.
take a paper cup any old day of the week. Is that your plan? You're going to
that
drink
it?
out of bag? What do you think you are? Why don't you just get Tang and go on the space? By the way, the people at the space station have lost
Yeah.
bodily functions. They've been up there so freaking long. That couple.
Oh my God. Please save them, Dana.
She said, well, Trump called up Elon. Elon, how you doing? Doing great. You got to go get him. You got to go get him, Elon. So he's trying to
Okay.
get SpaceX to hurry up, rescue these people who went up there for a weekend and are
Yep.
there like 8 months later. It's
Now I have a conspiracy theory.
that they're not there.
No, don't guess ahead.
I'm waiting.
Okay, ready?
I've got patience.
Over Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
to try to keep the fun,
Yeah.
they wore little stocking Christmas hats and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, they're trying to cheer everybody up.
They're trying to cheer us
Why
up.
would they have those there? They're going for a weekend. This isn't Gilligan's Island. Why would they carry Christmas stuff that's 4 months away from when they went up?
Well, I have a supply list here of all the things that are on the space.
On his face, it might be. They might have
Yeah.
a store.
10,000 cherry chapsticks.
Christmas hats.
Cherry chapstick. 10,000 cherry chapsticks.
Looks, tastes like cherry chapstick. Okay.
This what I didn't really understand.
Mhm.
3,000 signed 8x10s of comedian David Spade. Now, what the fuck?
To hand out to the Martians?
It's on the space station.
I know. Hey, will you try to pull up to see if they ever wore hats, or am I full of shit again?
Oh, yeah. They have Halloween costumes
Christmas hat.
where they go as Neil Armstrong. They do have Christmas hats.
Okay.
They have Easter eggs. Yeah, they have everything up there.
Candy store?
They must have like a holiday.
They do have a little
Up
a See's Candies outlet.
Yeah, maybe. They have a lady Foot Locker.
By the way, how does See's Candies make it? Have you ever seen a See's Candies commercial?
No.
Never.
It's really word of mouth at this point.
I know,
Dude,
but I go
Bobby
in
ate a
there and
big
get
Big piece
sugar.
of cake last night.
Did he?
And he always gets a dessert. He always regrets it. Oh,
Yeah.
here it is. Look at this. I knew I saw this.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Oh, there they are. They're up there. Yeah. Whoa. Her hair's a little crazy.
Can we scroll down?
hmm Yeah, Bride of Frankenstein. Is that a wig? Or what is she doing?
By the
Yeah.
way, they had a party. They had guests over. That's a little suspicious. They had friends over.
It looks to me, and I don't know enough about gravity. I don't know anything, but it looks like they've shrunken down to gnome size. The guy in the middle looks like he's 2 feet tall. So it must be the gravity just shrunk.
Is that a snowman in the middle? They have snow?
I
He
don't
did
know.
my Gilligan's Island joke. Oh,
That
that means I'm corny if that guy can think of it.
they
Okay.
look tiny.
that's
I don't
all.
know. Not a good thing.
No, we're not here to start trouble.
Not a good luck. But
Or
we
are
wish
we?
them all the best. We really do. And we wish them a safe journey
No,
home.
no, we wish him everything.
Mhm.
I do wish him a safe. That's horrifying. I didn't like being in that car for 4.5 hours today. So, like, unscheduled. If you're ready for it, you're ready for it.
Okay,
fly
pop
back
quiz. You take
Go.
off. 3, 2, 1, you take off.
Hmm.
How much time goes by before you're docking with the space station?
Oh, I know this one.
Okay.
No, I don't. Okay, I'm going to guess. So if I get in the astronaut thing,
Yeah, you're
rocket.
on the rocket, the launch pad. 3, 2, 1. You take
90,
off.
96 hours.
43 minutes.
Really?
I made that up.
Oh my God. I thought mine sounded stupid. Yours is
It's
worse.
not that far. It's not that far. You know, remember Shatner went up in Bezos's rocket?
Oh, yeah.
It's a thin blue line, and suddenly
Would you want to do that? You can't go past some barrier or something in space. There's like a.
I wouldn't do Bezos. That's a baby rocket. You go up, you come down. I would want to go around the Earth, which some people did on SpaceX.
Earth.
Go around it. I would go around the Earth.
Okay.
I would
I'll
like to
mark
go to
it
the
down.
moon and stay at Howard Johnson's like
Anyway,
they
you
promised
ready
me.
for this?
Okay. You ready for this? Here we are. Who's better than David Spade? Honest to God. He's got all the movies. Now he's got Bus Boys with Teo Voon, and they're going to be tremendous.
That's good. Any Regis I'll take.
I'll take Regis.
All right, another one before. Dan, I got a million things going.
You have a lot
though?
going on today.
I'm going to do a spot at the
Ooh.
store tonight. Okay.
This
is Dana centric.
My turf. Okay.
I'll let you comment. I'll just read the beginning. It took 30 years to fix this Wayne's World joke.
Okay.
Now let's
They're gonna
roll. Let's see what happens. See if Dana
For
knows.
nearly 30 years, one of Wayne's World's best jokes was completely fucked. If you saw Wayne's World on
Whoa.
TV or on video between 1993 and 2022, the guitar store Stairway to Heaven joke played like this.
No stairway. Denied.
Yeah, those aren't the notes to Stairway to Heaven, which ruins the joke. The thing is, Mike Myers is no dummy, and the song was correct in the theatrical release.
Hey.
Denied. He waited too
No
long.
stairway. Denied.
That makes sense. Great joke. But when it came time to release the movie on VHS, Led Zeppelin and Warner Music Group wanted to charge Paramount $100,000
Sounds low,
for the
actually.
2 seconds of the song. So the studio opted to change the notes instead. And then it stayed that way for 29 damn years, until they released Wayne's World on 4K Blu-ray and put it onto Max, at which point the original version was restored. And now all is right in the universe once again.
This guy's a keeper for all the ladies that are single out there. If you want to, this guy's got a lot of free time, man. I think there was an issue with having to pay for it or not. So I guess
Sure.
Mike did 2 takes.
It looked like Mike was just can't play the guitar. He's just goofing around the first one. The second one, they looped in the real notes.
But I get what the guy's saying. Hey, that no stairway, but he didn't have the beginning notes.
Right.
I
think you can do that much of Stairway and not have to pay. That seemed pretty quick.
Yes. This was right before I did my drum solo. I wasn't paying much attention. I was just practicing on my drum
Did
pad.
you do it in that store?
I did.
Was it the Guitar Center on Sunset?
I don't know. Maybe.
Did you shoot it in L.A.?
Oh yeah, all LA. But I mean,
Oh,
maybe
you
people know
lucky
the
prick.
story. But I practice on a Yamaha jazz set where the drums are small and down low and all stacked right side by side. Please stay with me, David. And then I walked on the set and I had this gigantic Yamaha set where it's just spread out.
Oh, like
20
the
feet.
bigger drum. So
And
it's,
I go,
hard. It's
fuck,
not what
I
you.
practiced everything right in here. I had a drum solo perfect. And then I got there and I had to reach, and I never really liked the drum solo, but
It was
Bonnie-
like too good because they're so.
well,
there's
you
like
have
a
to
per-
reach. You're reaching so far, and I was practicing tight,
Yeah,
like Buddy Rich.
I get it. That story's interesting. What did Bonnie
That's-
and Terry say?
Bonnie was the one who said at the end, just hit the little thing and go, thanks. I like to play.
I like.
Would only worked if the solo was really good. I didn't think it was that good, but there's some heavy metal bands, sometimes the drummer will do the Garth drum solo.
Oh, good.
I had a lot of drumming things. I got to play with you too for
I remember.
the VMAs.
I was underneath the stage.
via satellite, even
Mhm.
better than the real thing. Good night, everybody.
Even better than.
I'm gonna mic drop. I'm gonna name
I will
drop.
say, if
Go ahead.
when I was in Joe Dirt, we're looking for a movie, we're looking for songs. We couldn't get Ted Nugent. That Cat Scratch Fever was 150,000 for what 9 seconds, and
More than
AC/DC was 500,000. I heard Zeppelin back
Wow.
then was almost $1 million. Sandler gets them for some stuff, AC/DC and Zepp, which are the most expensive. And so we tried to make deals with other bands. Steve Miller was too much. We had a bunch of Steve Miller in the first draft. It's just hard to get songs, all these dirtball songs. But we wound up with some cool little nuggets like Argent, Hold Your Head Up. And,
Mhm.
we had some
They
killers in
More
there.
creative. I don't know what we paid for to do Bohemian Rhapsody, but we're in the wrong business. I mean, if you own music, and this is why these companies, these big corporates, are giving Springsteen like $500 million they feel that they can monetize their catalogs over time.
Yeah.
It's, Sinatra is still like a fortune.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Here's an example, which is nothing like that. But I just saw in a story that in New York, to make money, David Dinkins, the old mayor, sold all the parking meters to Saudi Arabia for $1 billion. Now that is so much money. And so they get all the money now. That was the story in the news. And he said it actually is a ripoff because now, this many years later, 25 years later, whatever, they probably make $10 billion a year from it. So that's what you're saying about music.
yeah,
You risk it. You go,
yeah.
our park meter is going to go away. Is music going to go away? Nope. They still make a ton off it.
And predominantly, it's this music from our generation is what they're paying for.
Yeah.
Because today's music is not as maybe commercial or catchy.
Ooh.
There's a lot of hooks. You go play
Strong
Fleetwood Mac
word.
for a young person, they're going to go, holy shit,
Hopefully.
I think Taylor Swift is too smart to sell her catalog, but she obviously could for more than $1 billion.
Listen, in a pinch, but she doesn't have a pinch yet. She's not in a pinch.
I think that Mrs. Kelsey is what I call her. Mrs. Kelsey will do fine.
Have you heard her podcast yet?
She has a podcast now. No, I'm saying that Taylor Swift.
No, not
Mrs.
Jason.
Travis. No,
Travis's wait,
Mrs.
not their mom.
No.
Jason's wife has one.
Yeah. Right. Jason's wife has a podcast.
That's more unexpected than their mom. Their mom, I would think, would be doing something on the Food Network or doing a cooking show or something,
You
She
and
probably
Theo in your movie should have a thing where you go into a time machine accidentally, like Bill and Ted, for a minute, and everyone you talk to on planet Earth has a podcast. Like everybody.
What do we go 2 years into the future?
And then you take like a time traveling, and you go to Malaysia. You go all over the world. You can't find anybody who does not have a podcast.
SNL had kind of a funny sketch about.
Did they?
They said you go to the doctor, and it's called Medcast. Guys won't tell doctors about their feelings, so they do a podcast with the doctor, and they tell everything about their life. That's the only way they will. They're on a dumb podcast with other guys.
Okay, and that's
the doctor like laughs and goes, "Yeah, and what are you drinking? You're drinking a lot now." And he's like, "Oh no." He goes, "You get a couple beers." He goes, "Oh yeah, on the weekends I go big." Doctor's like, "Okay," but it's set that the framework is podcast. Actually, that week I saw the show, they had 2 podcast bits, which if we were there in the old days, one would have probably gotten pushed for another week because you would write obscure thing. A podcast sketch is sort of obscure, and then the week you write it, here's another one. Bump. But they did them both.
Well, good for Mark Maron and Joe Rogan to get in 2007.
Oh, they got in early. We got Maron coming up on Fly on the Wall soon. Who's on Fly on the Wall this week, Dana? Who we got this week? It's still Nealon, but by this time, I don't know who it'll be. Do you want to type it in here?
Right now, currently, is Lisa Kudrow.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Lisa
Good.
Kudrow is
She has a new show
on right now. Check her out. We have Superfly, which is on video, and it's us. And sometimes we have guests. And then we also have, nobody understands, we have Fly on the Wall, which is essentially audio only. Thank you.
All right. So let's go one more story, and then we'll close up
One more
shop.
story, and then we'll wind it.
Then we'll say good luck with the Super Bowl, everyone. Okay,
Yeah.
What is this? Hang on. Oh, this guy, Dana. I don't know how you feel about pain.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. I mean, this is talk about get famous. I don't know. You ever been hit in the shin with something like a scooter? Okay. This guy makes a rope with all scooters.
I rank it a 3 out of 10 on the pain scale. Coming in at number 4 is bed frames. I rank this a 5 out of 10. This sucked.
Right in the
number
shin.
3, we have the double razor scooter ceiling fan. This was terrible. It cut me open, and I rate this at 8 out of 10. Yeah, don't do it.
That guy.
At number 2, we have the trailer hitch ceiling fan.
What's
I rank this a
happening?
9 out of 10 on the pain scale.
Why is this guy in bus voice?
Me, I guess. At number 1, we have
You guys
Orange
should
Hills.
have him
I
in the
rate
movie.
this 100 out of 10. These are the 5.
Oh, he rated that 100 out of 10. That was the worst pain. What was the last one?
I don't.
That was funny, but this is
Okay,
on
a guy with a rope with
AGT.
all these heavy objects attached to it spins it and has it smash into his shins, and he makes $1
And
million
he rates
a
how
year.
much pain it is.
When you watch
So dumb.
UFC, they do those kind of kicks, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I'm sure he's swollen up and stuff. What people will do for views,
Mhm.
another
I-
time
I-
for another podcast.
I won't do that.
You won't physically torture yourself.
As Meatloaf would say, I'll do anything for views, but I won't do that. Do you know that song?
No, I know his brother, who's from Italy, Matzo Ball, had a similar song.
You know his cousin Bunt Cake?
No, Matzo Ball would be Israel, a Jewish guy.
No, so that thing with we'll put, it's going to be hard to put good songs in Busboys. We need something from, I can't say it, but we'll find it. We're going to find them.
I could maybe angle chopped broccoli if you want that.
It's cranked. It's cranked in the car in my old El Camino.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I might hold you to that because we need to get some songs.
We do. You guys need
Okay,
some
well,
hit
thank you,
songs.
Dana. It was nice meeting you. We had a great time. And there's a Super Bowl weekend, so everyone have a nice time. We'll go over, see if I won any money on.
Yeah, we're gonna place bets. I'm gonna place a bet. You're gonna place a bet, and we're gonna see who wins the most money. And it's gonna be an interesting little competition.
I say 33-27 Kansas City. Is that even a number? Could it be 33? Yeah, it could be.
I think so. I'll say 42.
Whoa.
35 Philly.
Whoa.
They scored
one of-
55 points last week.
I know. One of us is going to win. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, audience. This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Dana,
have a
Superfly.
This is probably, it's right up there with the most discombobulated I've been starting
Oh, the
with
most
Superfly.
Tired and beat up.
Discombobulated because I've not a complaint, just observations from
Mhm.
doing the Friday night, last Friday, the run through for the cold opening on
SNL.
SNL.
Yeah.
Goes to like 1 a.m., so forth and so on. And then
Oh, it
the
takes that
show.
long?
Yeah, they do things late and they go all night a lot. They're young. They do a lot of, I mean, yeah.
We didn't
Andy
go after
Samberg.
like 11, I don't think.
No, we went. Yeah, Dennis was. Well, anyway, Dennis was
Rehearsal?
at a Broadway show at 7, but because he was update. But just rehearsals. I mean, Andy Samberg did a video and it was an 18-hour day the day before, but that was his primary thing. It was really funny.
God
But-
dang.
So then you want to stay. It's Lauren's 80th. There's a birthday cake, a crazy party.
Oh, yeah.
So you sort of turn out the light at 4 or 5, and you get up maybe 5 hours later. Then you find your way to the airport, and then it's a 6 hour, six and a half hour. We have to announce some headwinds, and then
It might be longer.
It could be longer. So here I am now, but I'm very vulnerable. I could say anything. I might say something crazy because I'm
Fuck
so
yeah.
so burnt out. But anyway.
I'm full of joy and life and happiness and bounce, on the other hand.
You seem, you are literally fresh as a daisy, personified.
I'm literally, look at this. So I have a sweater on, and what I was thinking of telling you, just to give you premium content and our listeners,
Mhm.
it's cold in LA in the morning, so I put a sweater on, and then it quietly gets hot, and now I'm getting mad. I don't want to take the sweater off, so I refuse. So today I'm going as long as I can without taking it off. And Heather's taking off her sweater as we say that.
I
She
had
has
a
a
cool
really thick
hoodie.
one.
I called an audible right before I saw you on the Zoom. I had a
See?
cool hoodie. I looked amazing, but I was starting to heat up. And I love a t-shirt. Like
Mhm.
the collar
Yeah.
is like this the day you buy it, and then it's fucking,
Oh, it's
Gotcha.
getting loose. Little flash dance
Look,
over
yeah.
the shoulder.
It
I
can
hate
slip
that
on
so
one.
much. Dana,
Yeah,
when you
it's
go to a
crazy.
hotel, now rich man's problems, of course. It's just, we call them, what do you
First
call them?
world, we call them.
First world.
First world
So
problems.
I go, hey, this is my old skateboarder magazine t-shirt, my favorite in the world. Fits tight. It's all good. They go, great. Just wash it, delicately fold it. Sure. They give it back to you. They pull it over a hanger, and now it's a scoop neck this big from shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, that'll pop back. I'm like, not a chance. Never will. It's hasn't for 30 years. You just stretched it out. So now I'm rat fucked.
I know.
But other
Well-
than that, I the sweater is still on. I'm fighting it, but I don't want the heat to win. I'm like, I don't care if it's hot. I'm like,
As
oh,
long as you don't get sweaty. But basically, yeah, if they bring back, if you put t-shirts into laundry and they bring them back on the hanger, I just throw them right in the garbage
you're done. Yeah, it's fucking garbage.
because I
Garbage.
look like I'm wearing sort of a low cut halter top.
Yeah, and then it
one of
hangs
those.
low like a skirt. You just belt it. Wear
Yes.
mini shorts under it. Yeah. I'm in
All
the.
right.
I'm just you sweater, you sweater, you sweat. That's what I'm doing today. That's my whole. That's an old Who song. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Here's
You sweater, you
here's
sweater,
an
you
insert
sweat.
on this. I had a $2,000 suit. This is in the 90s. I had to have
Mhm.
one good suit. I don't know what it was, Armani or something. The Russian housekeeper just happened to be Russian. I wash good for you. She put it in
Good
the regular wash and dryer. It came out that Hervé Villachet would have fit it perfectly. It was just
Oh,
like
they
doll
ruined it?
clothes.
I have a good name for a bar. Ready? It's German bar.
Mhm.
They serve liverwurst and all that stuff. You know.
Mhm. To make
What's
sure
it called? It's called the Worst with the WU, right? And then you go, oh,
Mhm.
let's go. That place is the worst. Trademark.
But you
Hello,
wouldn't say it
sharks.
Like
I'll
this.
give you
Let's-
5% for $1 million.
Let's go to unser Wurst. Unser Wurst.
Once 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Und sei fein. I love the accents I hear in the elevator in New York. Just in und she feet. Oh,
Fucking no
And I was
shit.
like,
There's like 100.
Excuse me, could you talk in a regular language? That's kind of scaring me.
I said a lot of people have accents. They sound like John Rocker all of a sudden. Okay. Also, we talked about my sweater. We got that out of the way. That was good.
Yeah.
You butt dialed someone here at the show at the party, and it made me laugh when I heard that because
Yeah. If you pick up a cell phone,
yeah,
then you
It
can
calls
dial
someone.
anyone in the world. I once had Putin on the other line. I mean,
You
I don't
just
even know how. I touched my
you
cell
just touch
phone.
the phone. It goes. That's why you got to edges. I hate it. It's like don't touch the
Mhm.
front. Something's happening.
Yeah, I didn't even tell Kevin Nealon this, but he was doing a movie once apparently, and he butt dialed me, and I listened for 37 minutes, and it was just like, let's
That's
do another
funny.
take. Let's do another take. No, I didn't listen
Yeah,
that
that's
long.
funny.
But yeah, I did butt dial, and I don't know if they heard much, but it was just at a loud party, man.
All they heard was like, "Oh, Dana's coming out to sing Happy Birthday to Lauren in Marilyn Monroe's dress."
Yeah, does
At
he
the
have the
after
dress?
party.
No, he has a stretched out kind of silver T-shirt, so it looks like a dress.
I could barely hear you saying, "Lauren, do we get paid here at the party, or how do I get the money for the show? What do I do?"
He goes after that cake. I'll be honest, he's not shy about cake.
Oh, really?
Oh no, he's not a heavy gentleman,
Oh.
but he's I actually had a sliver, and then I had a cholesterol test yesterday, and I just got the results.
Okay, you want to read them live on the air like Maury Povich?
No, it just said too much cake at the top. I don't know how they
You know
know
what?
that.
They should have a cake cutter. Fucking Shark Tank again. They should have a cake cutter that just cuts it in slivers because everybody doesn't want a full piece. Just give me a little sliver.
Yeah, well, they have a thing called a knife, and it pretty much does that. So
no,
no,
I'm
I
not
can't. I
investing
can't.
in your knife.
come back with okay, you have 10 seconds. Try to think of something you could monetize in your life.
I'm saying a cake sliver cutter. It's just a sharp knife,
You're
but you call it
sticking
a
with
sliver
the-
cutter.
Okay.
I don't have many good ideas. That's it.
That's all right. I've got
No,
the
we
pie
all-
scooper. So you're able to put ice cream on top of the cherry pie, and then you can scoop it up. And my scooper is designed in a way it keeps the ice cream in the. That's not gonna work.
Oh, by the way, in other news, Bus Boys is
what?
happening now, Dana.
You're kidding.
Bus Boys is a Go Proj. Yeah.
Wow. Can
So
you
we
tell
just
me what
put
it
it
is
out there.
about? What do you mean, Bus Boys? I think it's a movie. I think it's a movie.
The Bus Boys
Let's
are.
start
It's
the
a
promotion
movie.
right here.
Yes. Spade and Theo Vaughn are two losers, of course. It's kind of like, Dumb and Dumber or something. We're just two guys that are bus boys and think that becoming a waiter is the ultimate goal and will really straighten out our loser lives. I won't say
And
if it
why
does
are
or
you
doesn't.
Bus Boys?
Well, my girlfriend leaves me, and we have nothing. Or no one in our town likes us. And we're driving to see my girl. I find out she's cheating, and I said, "Dude, let's just go to Mexico. All good things happen in Mexico." And he goes, "I've heard that." And then
That
we
sounds
kick
like
it to
Theo.
Mexico, and then we see a sign that says, "Because she left me for a waiter, so I want to be a waiter."
So
And then I'll go
basically,
have
you're senior bus boys, because normally you think of bus boys late teens.
Well, we're all,
20s.
the oldest bus boys in America. Yeah.
Yeah, and then everything goes awry, and you just head to Mexico for an adventure.
A bad
And-
idea. Yeah.
And does mayhem ensue?
Not right away, but yeah.
But I think Theo's really funny. He's got that really quirky way of talking, and then juxtaposed with you. Count me in. I'm sure Pluto.com is going to love Premiere.
I'll be.
Is it?
It's the Penny Saver magazine is doing a new streaming service, so it's a first for them.
Okay.
So yeah,
I thought brought to you by Newman's Own Italian dressing. No,
Italian dressing has a streaming service now.
Yeah. It's just
We'll just put on their website. Yeah, Theo's interesting dude, and I think I'm the smarter of the two dumbasses. I think.
Sounds like you've got kind of a southerner, not quite as big Chris Farley on your hands, a loose cannon.
Well, I think if you have, I'm always sort of grounded a little bit in reality in movies, just because of my disposition and demeanor, I guess. But I'm never the crazy over the top. So if I do a movie with Jim Carrey, I would let him handle that part, even though it is fun to do that stuff. But even Wrong Missy, I was the Ben Stiller in, Something About Mary, or Meet the Parents, where everything's crazy and you're just trying to hold it together.
But I mean, there has to be a movie where you're not the straight man. You're funny.
No,
in
this
the way
isn't
you
really the
react.
straight man. This is two guys are funny, and
Yeah.
so it's really us. I heard that was a funny joke on Weekend Update. I think you were there, about Mike Tyson fight, which was it wound up being Mike Tyson and Jake Paul against the audience.
Defeat the world or something.
Yeah,
I don't know
those
what
two.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was such a. And listen, we love Ted, and Netflix did a great job. I mean, they got what they want, a big showy thing that everyone would watch. We got that part.
It's
Now,
the
a few-
most watched boxing match in the history of the world. Go ahead.
I didn't know that.
60
Is that
million.
true?
60 million. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the
But is
most
that more than
watched.
like the Rumble in the Jungle or Thrilla in Manila?
I think so. Yeah, the Tangle in the Weeds. That was Frazier and Norton. you
The fucking
gotta have a nickname.
Skirmish and the Burmish.
But I like this busboy movie. I want this to be the beginning of the people having awareness.
I would say it's a trilogy, but it's actually 15. So whatever.
Could
that
we
is.
just for a second? I'm going to work on the trailer. Spade, Vaughn,
One end.
busboys. I'll get your server for you. Hey, buddy, let's go.
And then
to
it goes coming
Mexico."
soon. That's all they get. That's all they get.
And then cut to you with senoritas. You got sombrero, cotelero, Yeah.
Cut to us dressed as something crazy going. In the
Did I
wrong
ever tell?
place.
Well, I've told all you on this podcast about Lovitz and I's Billionaire Bus Boys.
Billionaire Busboys? Yeah, Lovitz talks about that sometimes.
Yeah,
You
we were
know that's
billion-
my idea. I go.
Well, I
Well,
think it was
yeah.
both of our ideas, but billionaire busboys that have to be employed as busboys to keep their inheritance. I guess Lovitz and I were brothers.
Is it like Brewster's Millions or something?
Well, it's kind of like then they would be just super obnoxious to people. They would sit, a guy sitting and eating, they would just sit down and eat their food. They're trying to get fired because then they get 24 hours of fun before they. So they're just the most obnoxious busboys in the world. And then we had a theme song. Do you guys have a song? Boom, 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 like Ghostbusters. Boom, 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 boom.
No,
boom,
I'm
boom,
trying
bus
to connect with.
boys.
Oh yeah, who are you gonna call? Bus Boys. When you need more water, who are you gonna call?
So when
bus
might
boy.
this film be completed and edited? and ready
January
for
we start.
Okay, so you'll be early 26, or you're going to get it out by next summer? If you edit,
What's
as you go
next year?
along.
2025? I guess it will be in
Mhm.
2025.
2025.
You can't let comedy rot. I don't like when it sits. I don't like a special sitting. I don't like any joke sitting. Someone else does something like it. Especially if you and John rush Billionaire Busboys and greenlight it.
No.
That might come out first.
We couldn't even get it on as a sketch of Saturday Night Live. The bus boys ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, we are. It's
Desperate
going to be
plumber.
called the oldest busboys in the world. That's just the first idea, but we are anyway. It came out pretty funny. We wrote it together, and he's a very funny dude. But we can move on to more
Okay.
topical. Well, Christmas is coming, and for a gift that's always on time and lasts a lifetime, you can't do better than Masterclass. If you want to be kind of unique, kind of different, right?
You're giving someone something that may change their life forever.
Right. I mean, it's never too late to learn. Everyone's looking to learn, hopefully. And, Masterclass is the only streaming platform where you can learn and grow with over 200, more than 200 of the world's
200?
best.
Wow.
Whatever. Yeah, this is why Wirecutter, which you don't know what that is, I do, calls it an invaluable gift.
It used to be something you get after bob wire. That's what we call it. That's what we call the wire cutter.
I had a couple shots of Wirecutter last night.
Yeah.
But I don't need Wirecutter to tell me. This is a good gift.
It's a gift of unlimited learning. Put it this way. You're going to learn from any masterclass instructor anywhere on a smartphone, computer, smart TV, or even for you, David, in audio mode.
For me.
I don't know why.
You can overcome your fears with Amy Poehler, who I just ran into Amy Poehler. So funny. And if you could get her on just one-on-one teaching you stuff, I think it's definitely worth it.
I just ran into Amy Poehler too.
Is she okay? We both ran into
her
hard.
really hard. I ran into her and Tina Fey. It's a long story, but they're adorable, brilliant people. Yeah, Amy Poehler, take a class from her. That's going to be charming and funny.
Stand up with our boy Judd Apatow.
Judd Apatow, he's a director. Yeah. He's a stand-up. He's another pro. Or, David, for you could turn passions into achievements with cultural icon. Wait for it, Martha Stewart.
Okay. Okay, wow. Now, they got big names on here. These classes make a difference. 88% of the members feel that Masterclass made a very positive impact on their lives. So, this is probably the way to go. I mean, to gift this to someone, I think is a good idea. No risk. New memberships come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. God, I would probably take, I always say Steve Martin would be an interesting one. Scorsese, if you care about movies, like there's great people.
And you can learn anything on Masterclass. There's so many categories.
Masterclass always has great offers during the holidays, sometimes as much as 50% off. Head over to masterclass.com/fly for their current offer.
That's up to 50% off at masterclass.com/fly. Masterclass.com/fly.
I will say, lastly, the last thing, and I better not hear one more word. about the
Let's
Jake
just
Paul
close
fight
it down.
is the
Mhm.
Jake Paul fight, when all the dust settles, I feel like they did it, and the way out of being a good fight was it was for entertainment purposes, like a exhibition entertainment match. But the problem is there was no entertainment. So now I'm suing over that.
Mhm.
Let's take some calls.
It was
That's a big statement, what I just made.
someone said that
cares?
Logan Paul, who probably is a very normal, sweet guy, but he knows how to stir the
I
pot.
like how
He's a
you
great
start with that every time.
a normal,
Greatest
sweet
guy in the world. Yeah, I love this guy.
But he learned that he could play the bad guy, and then his clicks and views and money and fights and is really good for him. And so it was a show.
Well, did you know
people-
this part?
What?
Just to interrupt your thought.
No, I have other
Logan,
thoughts.
I think you said Jake. I think you said Jake or Logan, but
Oh, which one is
at
it?
at the beginning of the fight, Jake was one fighting. I think you meant, but Logan is not twin, but looking the same brother. Was behind him spraying him, and I guess that was his deodorant line. It's just all. He knocked his hat off. I think he did that on purpose, Heather.
So I got that wrong. So Jake Paul.
I
was
would have
the
been
one
fucking
fighting.
pissed if I was Jake right at my moment and he sprays that shit. And plus, that gets in your eyes. And he knocks his hat off to get more
So-
attention back there.
Yeah, that's
Go
just
ahead.
like, can you stop promoting? I mean, you could punch in the face. You hold up anti-swelling spray, available now. But I got his name wrong. I thought it was Logan Paul. So it was Jake Paul, and it was
Yeah.
Eddie Tyson. I thought it was Mike Tyson, but it was Eddie Tyson, right?
You got it right. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Jake
what is
Paul
that?
has I'm sure they have their own biofreeze that you rub on where you got punched and deodorants and things like that. It's all like, hey,
Mhm.
buy our shit and act dumber than you did that you bought the fight. It would be even dumber if you bought this stuff too. Other than that,
I thought the
we
fight
did,
was free because if you have Netflix.
yeah, the fight was free. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it that. That's
Mhm.
Netflix. When you hear that, that's why it does better than the other fights. It's free. You don't have to pay $100.
Yeah,
If I had to pay
Netflix
$100,
has 280 million subscribers.
yeah, they got
globally.
billions. Listen, if I have to get a crowbar in my wallet, it's a different story.
Yes. I'm
Heather,
I'm
will you
excited
tilt this
about
up
the
a little
next
bit?
one.
I'm so excited. Who's he fighting?
Mhm.
Hey, come on, let's fight.
Come on. Biden
on.
should get in there and fight.
Biden should Twitter him and say, hey, fuckface,
Come
you
on.
want some of this shit?
I'm not kidding around. I'm being serious here. Here's the deal. Come on. And by the way, and guess what? The fact of the matter is,
You don't want to know what I did to Corn Pop.
yeah, I popped him in the corn. I know how to pop corn. I had a thing where I was going to go Bed Bath and Beyond, but then there was
Yeah.
a rewrite and they kind of did something else.
They
It
fucked
was-
you.
It was kind of funny.
What
too.
about a picture I saw of Biden like in the Amazon rainforest? What is he doing? What's going on?
the G20? I mean, 20 countries got together and said, hey, you want to be part of the G20? Sure, count me in.
Let's
G20.
do it.
Where can we meet? Let's meet in the rainforest of Argentina or something. So Biden was down there. and-
That's where he
Well,
should be wandering around. That's not a great idea.
Well, he was at the podium. Then they thought he wandered off in the jungle. He just said, and that's the way people do it all the time. And he walked out of frame into the jungle. It was like
I walked out of frame. Showbiz.
he walked out of frame. He had a really nice single on him.
He
Perfect.
had a PA with him going, I think number one on the call sheet is going 10-200. That means poop.
200. Oh, I saw it. Number one is walking or whatever. that
Yeah, when they
Steve
say, that's Steve Martin. Yeah, number one on the call sheet. They go, number one is walking. The other thing they say is, we're going to go 10-100, which sounds like a nice way of saying go pee. But if you hear 10-200, everyone goes like this. Steve Martin has to go
that's
drop
like
a King Kong finger.
That's like a cartoon meme of like, how much joy can you derive?
Oh yeah, I
from
know
the
what they
scatological
mean by
habit?
that. Yeah, he means poop.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh a little more. Yes, entertainment.
All right. Anything else before we get to some stories and headlines? Try to keep the balls in the air for that.
Yeah.
You're tired from the party. You flew back from SNL.
I'm down
Your
a
shirt
quart. I don't want to
collar.
use
Yeah,
the word tired. That's kind of negative. I have a stretched out T-shirt. There, we have 7 hair dryers between my wife and I. My wife has. My wife,
story just got better.
7 hair dryers, and her hair is so thick that she goes, "I'm going to go dry my hair. It's wet hair." I go, "I'll see you tomorrow.
Forever.
I'll see you tomorrow." No, it's literally an hour. So, because we're moving in so many metrics, LA, San Francisco, up in the undisclosed farm, New York, all the hair dryers got in different locations. So I washed my hair.
Disaster.
And then it was like, so I said,
it looks
fuck
good.
It. Yeah, right. Like that's going to win an Emmy. So anyway, I had no hair dryer, so I put the hat on. And that is the end of the
fuck.
Hair
girls. I don't know. They got the hair dryer. It's got 3 speeds. And then they got a upside down. It throws out your clavicle. One time, this is embarrassing. Michael Keaton's show on SNL. I went down to 9 where they were rehearsing on 8. I went up to 9 and I took a shower in some sketchy wherever. And I brought my trusty blow dryer down. Why did I need to blow dry my hair? I don't know.
You were in 8H with a blow dryer?
I walked around. I think Herb Sargent was in there naked. I just walked right past him. Anyway, I take a shower. I get out. I go upside down, like sometimes you see in movies where they blow dry their hair. And I flipped my hair up and I passed out on the ground. I hadn't eaten. I love blood sugar. I was like,
vertigo and just went.
And also my neck was so tight, so I was so stressed that holding this thing was tightening it. And it was like I couldn't even turn to the side, but obviously you got to push through to get the fluff and bounce in the hair.
How long were you out, you think? I mean,
what a fucking disaster. I'm like, am I in the cold opening? Is that where I am? And everyone's like, no, you're not in the show.
I have a hair dryer story, and don't be alarmed, but it tops yours. So,
no way.
Sometimes hair dryers do things. Sometimes they wear out. Sometimes whatever. There's coils in there and there's heat.
Coils.
So I'm drying my hair. Guess what comes out? Warm, hot air, and then flames.
No.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I had to throw it down.
Coil related?
Yeah, coil related. It shorted or something. Flames came out. And I thought, I don't want a fucking blowtorch. I want a hair dryer with cool, warm air. And yet I had a blowtorch for a minute. Lauren walked in. It was the same shower. You ready for this sketch? He got singed. It's a long story. There was a police
And then
report,
Elon Musk, you pull back. He's sitting there going, this is a good idea. I'll make a flamethrower.
Hey, Ryan, I got my hat. I'm Doc Mega.
Doc Mega.
Doc Mega. I can't do Elon Musk very well, but I can do something that sounds not like anything. He has an incredible accent.
Where is his accent from?
South Africa via Canada.
Oh,
via
South Africa.
Pennsylvania. South Africa. It's almost like it's a little bit of Australian in there, a little bit of British.
My buddy from Rules
totally
Engagement was South African, South African, dear. And Charlize does not sound. Charlize,
no.
Let's just admit she took the beautiful cutaway award at the goddamn Tyson fight. You see that, Heather? You see her?
Oh,
oh my God. Stunner.
Charlize. Yeah, she's very tall.
Oh, I mentioned her in my special too. Sally, Charlize, you're just mentioned.
I saw her and Chris Rock at a party standing next to each other, and I just looked up and I just started singing Ebony and Ivory. Because she's such
who was
tall,
who? Yeah.
blonde. Yeah, I don't know which was which, but I like that song.
She's great.
Paul McGraw.
Oh, you said we were talking to the Do Not Destroy guys who are going to be on Fly on the Wall soon, and you had Charlie X, KX, XXCC. What do the X's stand for, and what's going on?
I don't know, but she was game for anything, and I loved her. I didn't really know. Please don't destroy. I really don't know I didn't know much about her because I listened to Frank Sinatra and stuff, but she's really cool. She came out and she goes, I'll be honest with you. She's practicing her monologue. I smoke, I drink, and I can't sing without auto-tune. I thought this is the coolest, because everything's about authenticity, and I think she really was great. I smoke, I drink, and I can't sing without auto-tune. So that she
is it turned into Brat Fall, or are we into Brat Winter yet? Because it was Brat
her
Summer.
big song. You're a brat? Brat? Am I a brat? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, you know what it is? What is it?
A lot of people think it might mean kiss, Charlie.
Oh, Kiss, Charlie, Kiss.
But she just thought it sounded catchy.
Oh, it sounds catchy. It's definitely hard to say. I don't know how catchy it is. I didn't need to repeat that?
You didn't repeat that well.
Oh,
a lot of people thought it meant kit,
right.
X for kit,
Yeah, because Kiss is an X.
But she really just picked it because it sounds
She picked it because it sounds cool. But I'm saying it doesn't sound that catchy. It's hard to say Charlie XCX.
Charlie XCX.
I don't know if that's catchy. It's working, so I'm not going to say that.
Working. I'm going to be Dana.
Oh no.
L7
LLC
-5. No, I'm just I'm a automated robot or something.
Oh boy. Well, let's throw up some headlines. Let's see what's going on.
I think so. Rescue the podcast.
Oh, this is footage from the Jake Paul fight. Let's see a couple of shots.
Okay.
I like the music.
Yeah.
Why is it so funny?
Because cats are happy and acting like
cats are
humans
funny and they're barely touching and they're squishy and they didn't hit each other that hard. It's so fucking funny to me.
Cats
I'm going to throw you a curveball, Dana, because I just read this on the way in. Maybe you can pull this up. I don't know. Greg, this wasn't the plan, but the voice of Milhouse on The Simpsons is quitting. And it's an interesting, I'm wondering why, because they've done Milhouse for 25 years and it is a female, I think. I think that's what I read. Apparently I get all these stories wrong. Everyone on YouTube like, you didn't even fucking know what you're talking about. It's all right. But if we can pull it up. Here, we're going to go down again, Heather. Oh, this isn't bad right here. This is what Heather deals with all day. I just go up, down. I think there's, Simpsons voice actor Pamela Hayden retiring. So she's retiring from maybe the easiest job in the history of the world. I don't know.
Those
Dana,
people who got on Simpsons. Wow.
You could do this, Dana. You should audition for this. This is a great job. Hey, Milhouse. How does he sound?
I don't know how it sounds. Do we have
Milhouse?
Hello,
she does
I'm
Jimbo
Milhouse.
Jones too. Go ahead. Sorry.
Jeez. There was a while where Harry Shearer was thinking of not continuing, and they reached out to me. I go, I can't do a Harry Shearer stuff, or could I? Whoops. Hey there, I'm Mr. Simpson. Did you just do a voice and have it?
I'm in any character.
Hello,
That's Barney.
my name is Milhouse. I like chocolate.
No, I go like this. I'm Milhouse. I'm grown up now. How are you?
I'm Jimbo Jones.
Oh yeah, Jimbo Jones sounds like a funny character. I like your eyes.
I'm Jimbo Jones. How are you today?
I'm your new neighbor.
I just was saying I'm available for some kind of 35-year animation gig where I come in once a month and go to a window and collect actual cash.
Shit. We need another Hotel Transylvania. If anybody has any deets on that, hit me up.
I need a Secret Life of Pets 3.
Yeah. Welcome to the Hotel Transylvania is such a gift that keeps giving. And they're funny. I have to say, they're
fun.
Great for the fam. Yeah. Okay, next story. Oh,
married man fakes his own death to meet woman across the seas. I read about this.
You know what's funny about this that I thought, if this is right? His name is Hogwarts. No, it's Bogwart. he was missing after a kayak trip. I think what he did was like flip the kayak upside down. That's a good touch.
Wow.
You know, maybe
And
I drowned. Who
left
knows?
clothes or some kind of what? Just nearby. There's keys.
And then he
around the shore.
called her and left a. Okay. Oh, so what happened is he's asking for advice somewhere, and someone goes, "Hey, that's the guy." So he gets on a TikTok like almost accidentally, and they go, "That's the guy that disappeared," and that's how they find him. That's why it's interesting.
Really? Oh my God!
Yeah,
What
now
country
even
is
she's
he?
excited. So he shows up in this thing.
In what
and
town?
I think it says San Diego. He didn't go that far then.
But he
So
fakes his death, and then he goes.
He
just
said,
100
"Should
miles
I
away?"
go to Uzbekistan to meet with a woman despite being married?" And they're like, "Oh, that's the guy." And so they go, "Did he go there and get married to someone else?" So that's how they crack the case.
God, that's
That's what they think. Oh, maybe it's just think.
So that
says
guy's been
accusing.
arrested. What is the crime for faking your own death? It's not as bad as killing someone.
No, I think it's more. It's you get accused of being a coward for not divorcing your wife.
So in the public square, people shun you and say,
Coward!
"Liar!
Shame!
Shame!
Shame.
Liar!" Mhm.
Liar! Fibber!
You can fake your own death, but can anyone fake their own birth?
Let's look at a clip.
I don't know. It just sounded funny.
I don't know.
Faked his own
That's not
birth.
funny.
It makes no logical sense.
We talked about butt babies last week. We didn't put that clip, did we? I
Butt
forget.
babies, yeah.
I sent it to you. I'm like, I don't know if this is a real clip.
I'm not
Okay.
calling that real.
Next one.
Mhm.
Okay, don't say anything yet. Hold on. She has this brilliant talent. Okay, this girl does.
Okay.
I don't think it's that groundbreaking, but the length of it is funny. She does. Will quickly comment as she goes.
Okay.
She does impressions of animals.
Wow.
Okay, good. Easy.
American Robin.
American Robin of all things.
That's pretty good.
Too fast. Too fast.
Owl.
Anyone could do it.
Worst
Anyone.
one, crow.
Put her-
Yeah. Easy.
Making her tongue weird is the key.
Oh.
That's nothing. I'll give her that. Too
Elephant.
fast. Stupid.
Sheep.
2 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I like
Yeah.
that. I like her
Goose.
face.
Or
Depending on
Morning
what part of the country.
What? Who is this person?
Kookaburra.
oh geez.
They pulled the camera back and she's
Who
in
the fuck knows what a
chains.
kookaburra sounds like? Every child can do that in school.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Grandma's a lesbian.
With the little whisper.
I mean,
Well,
she might be
why-
the fastest.
I'll tell you what, and I'll just
I hope
say
Lauren
this.
saw that.
the book Sapiens, if you think about the bioevolutionary advantage to have someone
Oh,
who
boy.
can do these sounds, an ancient man on the prairie or hiding out in rocks trying to sleep, they can scare off or, so there is a reason. I just figured out why certain
Why
people
she's
can
gifted
make
with that.
sounds, talk like other people, talk like
So if we go
Um,
across the plains in a covered wagon, she might be the one to bring with us.
you're the sound effect guy.
The coyote walks up in the middle of the desert, and I go, "Oh, there's a sprinkler." Coyote. I like. Here's a cockapoo. That one's like. Here's a cockabird. Caca.
Caca. I mean, after about 3 of them, I don't know what the whole.
I did get a headache. Okay, here it is. Ready? Morning birds. Oh, no.
Evening birds.
Bird flying away. That's the best one.
Old-fashioned rotary phone.
How do we get into this?
Operator, get me Lionel 547532.
I like when it's a short one. You just do the one. No one knows the joy of that. Heather's too young. Okay. Next one. Let's see. We're really boot scooting along. Columbia bans marriage
amazing.
after 17-year campaign. Oh, they banned child marriage. You have to be 18 now to get married. Let's go, Columbia. Good job.
How young could you be in Colombia and still
In Iraq,
get
it's
married?
9.
9?
I think they just said it's 9. Everything I say, I think. I think I just saw that it was 9, and everyone's like, I think that still feels low. So 17 years it took them to get it to be like 18 years old. So that's good.
Progress.
Yeah, progress. Thank you.
You know, I mean, in caveman times, when you were an old man by 30, you get married at 12. You know,
We do
your
have to
wife was
adjust it a little
7.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You got
I
to
think
speed up life a little bit.
I think when people are like at a party and I'm like, how old's that guy? They're like 85. I go, Jesus. So people are hanging in there.
No, ancient tribe, you see a guy with gray, shaggy hair and jowls. He's like, I am chief of this tribe. I live for 28 summers. They used to go
And people
by
quickly calculate and go, so he's 28?
Yeah. Why did they not just make a mark on a tree?
I like it.
I live 31 winters.
The
I don't
oldest
know.
guy's like, oh.
The
Okay,
oldest
next
guy.
one. These are worldwide stories we're breaking.
It's great. It's international.
Okay, this is a basketball player, Hansel Manuel,
Oh.
and he has one arm,
One
and he's
arm.
is this college? Yeah, right?
Lanier will drive all the way
Oh,
to the
here's
rim.
highlights.
Manuel's
The only question still lingering is that if Tennessee can
be a large hill to climb for that.
So he's really
Manuel's
good.
going to take a three. Book it for now.
Look at that,
Shoots with
dude.
the ball. And Emmanuel's got it here. Look out
Stealing.
for Hansel Emmanuel. That was Purdy with a right hand.
Wow.
As Lanier.
That's Purdy.
That is extraordinary.
That's
One-armed
crazy.
Superstar basketball player.
I can't do that well with two.
Well, a lot of, when you look at Steph Curry and stuff, he's kind of balancing. I mean, it depends. He must have pretty big hands.
But you need to
Just-
kind of, the way I shoot, everybody take
when
notes.
you're doing those pickup games.
When
with
I'm doing
Sandler.
fadeaways, this hand does help. Left hand helps me.
No. I mean, obviously, two hands is better, but
Yeah,
but that means
it's
that
definitely
guy
harder with
he's
one.
got guts. He's got tenacity. He's adaptive and
He's actually
playing
good.
playing
He's
in co- and
stealing.
He's really good. He's blocking shots.
Blocking,
A
yeah.
lot is just one arm. He
Yep.
probably has a good vertical. He's stunking the ball. So,
He's stunking.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. Good job, Manuel. That was our feel-good story.
I was
like
just going to
that.
say that. Yeah.
Go ahead, read this one.
This store in China uses real people instead of mannequins to sell clothes. Okay. And they're on little treadmills.
Vakeka. It looks like they're doing
wow.
TikToks. So they're just talking. They're walking on a treadmill in a
Mhm.
store window.
So people can
And-
see what it would look like, not on a still mannequin, but on a moving human.
Right. I like the idea. How long? You think your job's hard. How long could you walk in that treadmill without drenching in sweat?
Well, the way I saw it, because it was a really short treadmill, there wasn't
Scarier.
not a lot of room for error. So
Mm-mm.
I think they last until they fall off.
God dang. You got to go, hey, time out. Because you have to let them know before you jump off.
Treadmills
You
can
can't get too tired and get swept back like George Jetson or whatever.
Yeah. Treadmills can be scary. If you're really going fast, you fly off. the
Yeah,
back
they
of
really
them.
make it to like the Instagram fail videos. There's a lot of treadmills in America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, I don't know if it's you. I just do this, but at the airport where there's a really long people mover moving along and people get on that. I like to go not on the people mover, but goes so fast that I go way past all of them.
But you go on the regular
I
sidewalk.
go on
but
the
you pass
regular
them.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing helping me, but I want to beat them.
Yeah. Sometimes I do that just out of sheer, I'm so cramped up for the 6 hours I want to walk. I want to move.
Yeah. I know. I've sat more in the last 4 days than I have in the last
Yeah.
40. And I'm sitting now.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. All right, one more. Let's see. No, we do a couple more. Oh, I just thought this is a crazy photo. This is a Miami strip club. Look at the floor after the weekend.
Wet cement and mud or something? Mud.
That's
What
money.
is it? Oh, money. Oh, wow. And that's a strip
That's
club.
all
And they're
money.
just almost drowning in money. It's like ankle deep in a
I think they
50
kick
by
everybody
50.
out. They flip the lights on. They go, okay, gals, grab what you can. But who on God's green earth is spending that much? That's one of those things I never got into. If I had a couple beans in my jeans, I don't throw my money. I don't try to waste it this fast and this hard. I have been to strip clubs in the old days, but it's such a clown show where they just, they don't like you as much as you think. Oh, this really got my goat. It almost burned my onion a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If I could think of any
Wow.
others. So when you go to Vegas and take out $20, you have to pay $11.99 fee at the ATM.
Well, hello. It's Vegas Police, and I'm going to take $20 out of the ATM machine in Las Vegas. $20, and the fee now here at MGM Properties is $11.99. So I'm hoping to make more than $12 from this video. Please watch it.
Come on.
And we will see whether or not we can get any views.
Okay.
But $12
That's
to
enough.
take out.
My God. Farley would have hated that? Yeah. Well, Farley used to take out $20 a day. And then,
I'm
you know what
just
strippers
thinking-
like is when you give them a 20 and then you go, can I get 18 back? They go, I'm sorry, what? They don't like to give change.
18 back. I'm just thinking of the Goombas, these guys, these
Yeah.
Vegas guys upstairs, All right, we're going to have the ATM meeting. All right, opening. What do you think? What's the most we can charge?
What's too
for
much?
peop-
A dollar?
People tell us to go fuck ourselves. What can we do? $5. I got $5 here. Could we go higher and still have them use the ATM? Boss, I'm down. I'm telling you, they need money bad. I think we would go $8.50. $8.50. Okay, we got $8.50. Got anybody 10? You have $10 so that they can pull their own fucking money out of the only fucking machine. Boss, I've been thinking. I had a dream last night. We
Unreal.
go $11.99. $11.99 once, $11.92 twice.
$11.99, folks. Do you understand? So
to get
when I
20.
heard, if you told me, because I don't use an ATM anymore because I don't like getting shot, stabbed. It's
Yeah,
really the most
yeah.
vulnerable. You're like, people behind like,
I only do it in a grocery store. I don't do it out on the street, not in LA.
I only do it at my
No.
doctor's office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get the money to pay him cash? Who's your
Yeah.
doctor? Dr. Babingo?
By the way, I haven't been to a doctor that uses insurance in about 10 years. No one, they're always like, actually, we don't use insurance here. You pay us.
And then
Or they
yeah.
go, you pay us, then you figure it out with your insurance.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and you figure it out. And then the insurance never sends anything.
Yeah, and then they go, you could pay us right now, and then after that, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care at all what you do.
Go fuck yourself is always the best way to end
Yeah,
any
get fucked.
conversation.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that one, I will say, if you told me what's too high at an ATM, I would say $199 is about as high as they could ever go.
I think there was an ATM in the hotel, and I think it was $450.
Fuck, that's sickening. That's such.
And
a
but in the
scam.
moment, you're like a monkey with a little must have money. I'll pay anything. Just
Yeah, you're just
you know?
ripping up $100 bills at that point.
Mhm.
When you're in Vegas or you're at a strip club, you're just like, at you know.
Exactly. That's what they want. They want.
All right,
you
let's
just-
do one more, and then Dana, I got to get you to bed.
I
then
know.
I
I
gotta go
will
to
go
bed.
right to sleep as soon as.
Oh,
this
we're gonna
goes-
end on this one. This one might be too long. I just thought
It's all right.
we did something like this.
Oh, I like.
How far
this.
is a kilometer? Is that like a mile?
A kilometer is like 2.5 laps around the track.
Okay, we'll just turn it on. So basically, you can have no sound. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So basically, what's the fastest animal on Earth? Now,
Okay. So yeah.
obviously, cheetah gets to 500.
For 100 kilometers, cheetah.
Yeah.
is in-
So here's 1.5 kilometers. The horse starts beating
The horse
lion
starts to beat. Yeah.
and the cheetah. Here comes a fucking ostrich, guys. Who had money on the ostrich? So now it's just down to the horse and the ostrich.
Wow.
3
At
miles.
3 miles,
5
the
miles.
ostrich beats the horse.
Right, but
And
keep
they
going.
destroy everyone else. Okay, the camel comes in. That's 3 miles.
A camel.
And then the camel's catching up to the horse, and the ostrich is hanging in with all 3
It's
now.
catching up to the ostrich around 12 miles.
And we're looking at 12 miles. And then
Lion's
look
back,
at these babies.
Coyote's back. Oh, here's the
Cheetah.
human. That's
well, the
Dana.
human,
Dana's
we
a
go
runner.
far enough, the human will win. I do know that. Okay.
You wish you know that. I guess you haven't seen this.
13 miles. Oh, where is it going to end?
We're at 22 miles. We're ending at 100, I guess. That seems a little.
100 miles?
No one's running 100.
Well, no, they have 100-mile runs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the human is gaining.
Well, kilometer.
David.
Is it close to a mile?
Well, 100 kilometers would be
It's close,
60 miles.
Okay, the human is passing the camel, folks. It's just in.
And the horse. The human is in the lead.
horse, too.
At
100
kilometers.
It won. Camel second. Wait, horse or
third?
Ostrich beat the fucking horse at the last second.
Oh, at the last second,
Yes,
the ostrich came
the
in. But
Photo finish.
60 miles, humans dominate. Yeehaw! Take that.
Is that how much it is? 60?
100 kilometers should be 62 miles. Yeah.
100 liters is a kilometer.
Well, 10 kilometers is 6.2 miles.
An ounce is
So
a
100
pound.
miles, can you count? 6.2 times 10?
52, Dumbo.
62.
And guess who got in last? The elephant, 4th year in a row.
So if you try to run away from an ostrich, just try to get away within the first 100 meters because it will hunt you, claw at you, and kill you.
By the way, the ostrich was like, why am I running 100 meters? What are we doing? Why did I do this?
60 miles without water or food?
Yeah, get fucked.
I could tell by the little the animation that the guy had a Powerade and a
The
Clif
Dana
Bar
guy?
in his pocket. The running
I
man.
pictured you. I was like, okay, Dana running. Dana's a good runner.
Oh, I was. Back in the day.
Well, I tell you.
We didn't run. We hopped.
We were running from a lion.
I'll tell you a fun fact that
Okay.
I was coming. When you leave the good nights at SNL, sometimes you do it with the host.
Yeah.
You go into the sort of under the bleachers and you come out. So I think it was John Mulaney. He just went right before me. And I think he was going and then he started skipping. And I started skipping too. And skipping feels really good compared to walking or even running. It's
It does
kinda
different
gentle.
muscles.
So now, if you ever see me on SNL, I'm going back in December. You see me come off the stage. Just remember, within seconds, I will be skipping for quite a while.
Okay.
That's kind of inside baseball.
Well, we learned something new about
Learn
Dana. He
something
likes
new
to
every
skip.
day. Yeah.
Well, Dana, it's been a great time with you.
Thank you
next
for
week.
having me, David.
Oh, next week we have 2 guests.
Oh, we
talk.
do?
Yeah.
Oh, should we?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
you're full of surprises.
Stick
today.
around, talk to us on YouTube, smash the button, beat the fuck out of that button.
Yeah, our contract's coming up pretty soon, so just fucking annihilate the button.
Like it, repeat your comment. I don't even know what helps.
Pretend to be other people and hit it again.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Dana.
All right, we'll catch you on the fly.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it.